Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, Ruto's people are everywhere. They are leading one political event to another, and what they're referring to as economic empowerment programs. They are actually in really campaign. That is the truth of the matter. But seemingly, Ruto and his government is not comfortable having their opponents also again leading their campaigns across the country. So how are they doing? This time round, they are using the police to stop their opponent from conducting any political activity in this country. They cannot have a rally, they cannot meet, and they cannot address the Kenyan people. That is a push that the government is trying to use through the security agencies to stop their opponents. But the question is, will they really succeed in this? We have freedom of speech. We have the freedom of association, and this is protected in our constitution. Something that these people do not want to debate about. Na hiyo ndio ukweli wa mambo. So Malala was in Kakamega in what they refer to as homecoming, together with several senators from Mount Kenya region and a huge support from Kakamega that they come from ODM, UDA, ANC to join the DCP party. The regional commandant in Kakamega is now in a move to arrest Cleophas Malala for having a rally in the town. Malala has been given 72 hours to present himself, or if not, then the next move will be an arrest. Akona siku tatu. Sasa hapo ndio tumefika kisiasa. The big reason he had a rally in the town. It was not even a rally because it was just, he had a procession. Akienda kwake. Na kwa vile watu walikuwa kwa barabara aliwasalamia akienda. Just like what Natembea did. But the police are saying that for you to have even such a convoy, you need to notify the police at least 3 days earlier. Without that, you should not. This is a key to William Ruto only and his team being allowed to campaign and try to block his opponents from enjoying similar chances of addressing Kenyans. Atukitaka kuaddress wa Kenya uombe polisi ruhusa ndio kuje kuaddress sisi wa Kenya. Hivi ndio kumefika. So they are saying that Malala and the team were throwing stones at the police. They were violent. But we saw in the images, this guy is holding bullets. Nani alipewa bullet? Nani amepewa risasi? Si ni polisi? Risasi ya polisi. Kwa nini wasichukue hiyo risasi wa investigate ni polisi mgani mwenye alikuwa anarusha hiyo risasi? Now they're throwing the blame to Malala and his team. Lakini tuliona kile kilifanyika hapa. This is desperateness this government is trying to show. They are very desperate, they are in a panic, and they are trying to use every means possible to block their opponent. But the more they do this, the more they are making these people popular. If they arrest Malala today, Malala will become the darling of the people because he is questioning this government. So, you are building Malala knowingly or unknowingly.
To some called for, we don't give permission to processions or meetings, but the law requires that they give a notification to police 3 days prior to the event. And the act aims at to maintain peace and order. That is the purpose of the act. And that's what he has contravened. We intercepted his vehicle, which was being driven on the wrong side of the road at high speed, carelessly. And his driver jumped over the vehicle, attempted to escape from the vehicle, and he was grabbed by the jacket by the SPD Sub-County Police Commander Central, Kakamega Central. He was arrested, the vehicle was detained, he was treated, he was slightly injured, he injured himself on the window of the driver, and we took him to hospital, he was treated. Mheshimiwa was Malala should report to my office anytime from now. We are expecting him today to come so that we question him on the Saturday's discourse. The file is in progress. We will arrest him anywhere we find him in Kenya, and appropriate action will be taken according to the laws of the land. No, he can come anytime. No. If he fails to come in the next 72 hours, we will look for him. Public Order Act for failing to notify police and for disturbing the peace of Kakamega town and disrupting that business, whatever is disrupted. So that is the limit he has caused to police vehicles. There are 3 vehicles which were, the windscreens were smashed with the stones by his supporters, and they are not in use, those vehicles now. They are being repaired, and it comes with costs also. So nawasihi watu wa siasa, if you want to make a procession or a meeting or a political engagement, please notify police so that we can give you the necessary security arrangements, so that we know which road you are going to use, we know the people who are responsible for security of that meeting, and the number of people who are going to talk in that meeting. This is there in law, and they know it, and people have defined. We don't want to have disorder in the country or in this region. We want order, that everybody can just wake up and, obstruct other people, other road users. The roads are closed for 2 hours or 3 hours, and there's no business going on. People fear looting, people start closing businesses. No, that is not the way. We are a civilized society. Let us follow the law. And the law says that you notify us so that we can arrange for you the necessary security arrangements. And it goes across everybody. Mheshimiwa Governor Aljazeera passed through this region today, and we escorted him. He had no problem. And he was able to engage with his community, simply because he notified the police in time. So let them follow that, and we will give them necessary. If your meeting will not cause any disorder, then we will give you security arrangements. When that comes to police, we release it when we know the owner. We will not release it when Tom and Dick and Harry on just mere allegations. Yeah, people have to prove ownership. That's a procedure. That procedure has to be followed. And we should go to the DCIO and record his statement and prove his ownership of the vehicle. That's a procedure for anybody, for any Kenyan, which includes Malala. They became rioters, throwing stones at police and destroying the grills of the road. That is the road from Vihiga to Kakamega, near Amalemba. It was uncalled for. We don't give permission to processions or meetings, but the law requires that they give a notification to police 3 days prior to the event. And the act aims at to maintain peace and order. That is the purpose of the act. And that's what he has contravened. We intercepted his vehicle, which was being driven on the wrong side of the road at high speed, carelessly. And his driver jumped over the vehicle, attempted to escape from the vehicle, and he was grabbed by the jacket by the SPD Sub-County Police Commander Central, Kakamega Central. He was arrested, the vehicle is detained, he was treated, he was slightly injured, he injured himself on the main door of the driver, and we took him to hospital, he was treated. My Shumakra was Malala. Should report to my office anytime from now. We are expecting him today to come so that we question him on the Saturday's discourse. The file is in progress. We will arrest him anywhere we find him in Kenya, and appropriate action will be taken according to the laws of the land.
How many days have you given him?
No, he can come anytime. No. If he fails to come in the next 72 hours, we will look for him. Public Order Act for failing to notify police and for disturbing the peace of Kakamega town and disrupting that business, whatever is disrupted. So that is, and the damage he has caused to police vehicles. There are 3 vehicles which were, the windscreens were smashed with the stones by his supporters, and they are not in use, those vehicles now. They are being repaired, and it comes with costs also. So, nawasihi watu wa siasa, if you want to make a procession or a meeting or a political engagement, please notify police so that we can give you the necessary security arrangements, so that